Hi, my name is Jennifer, and I just wanted to come on here and really talk about my journey recently, my health journey recently. It's something I used to talk about a lot before I had kids. It was something I was a big advocate for, specifically because it was something that I struggled with. I got diagnosed with a chronic disease when I was 18, 19. I'm now 34 years old. And it was debilitating. Like, I was in pain every day. The majority of my days were spent in bed. It was just horrible. Once I had my daughter 8 years ago, that disease, which by the way is called interstitial cystitis, um, I believe they now named it, or it goes back and forth between something called painful bladder syndrome. Um, Probably because so many people were like, what the hell is interstitial cystitis? So when I talk about it, I'm just going to call it IC. But so after I had my daughter, it fully went into remission. Um, to the point that I was able to eat whatever I wanted. I didn't have to take medication for it anymore. And I don't know specifically what has happened recently that my body, it, it just kind of started coming back slowly. I would have a little pain here and there. And then just and also with this disease, urinary tract infections are just a common thing. Um, and when you don't have a urinary tract infection, the disease itself still feels like a urinary tract infection. So, I mean, it's just horrible. But this year, it started coming back more slowly. And then I would probably say around April, it started picking up a little more. And then this summer, it just came back like with a vengeance, to the point where old habits, old things I used to have to do with IC, I now have to bring back. So a big thing is like drinking baking soda water, staying away from spicy foods, cutting out coffee, staying away from acidic foods. There's just so many things that come with IC that are horrible. And I wish there was more awareness about it. I actually wish there was more awareness about chronic illness in general. Um, but yeah, so recently I've just done like a really deep dive into interstitial cystitis and ways that I can better myself health wise. So recently I started doing something called bladder installations. I'm actually ready right now. I got ready this morning to do pelvic floor therapy because I have pelvic floor dysfunction, which is also a very common thing for people with IC. I mean, there's so many things that I want to talk about, that I want to share, but I think a big reason why I'm starting this platform is because, one, the lack of awareness. Two, I really just want to be genuine and be vulnerable and talk about my health journey. And I'm truly just hoping that there are people out there who connect with what I'm going through, and I don't know, just like somehow build a community around it where they feel safe, where I could feel safe to talk about. And I'm really just kind of hoping to like educate people and hopefully somehow like stir up some hope, because obviously having a chronic health issue that quote unquote doesn't have a cure can kind of be depressing and can very much feel hopeless, especially when you have two little kids, especially when financially that can mess you up, having a chronic illness. So yeah, there's just a lot of things that I want to talk about. There's a lot of things I want to share, tips, advice. And so I'm really just hoping to do that with this platform. And I hope that this can help someone. And I hope that somehow a community is built off of this. So yeah, I hope to talk to you soon. Bye.